Hey guys, KJ here, and today I received a question on how do I advertise all the well-known brands or the famous brands on networks like ad networks like Google, Facebook, and things like that, or how do I promote offers on these networks? As the people who know me, they know me. I have quite a bit of campaigns which I'm running on these networks, so I just wanted to answer that question. Normally, when it comes to the um, mainstream networks, ad networks, let's say Google, Facebook, the biggest problem is of compliance. Like your offers, they don't comply with their guidelines and things like that. That's the first thing you should check. And the second thing, what I noticed, especially in affiliate marketing industry, is that majority of the affiliate network links, they are blacklisted by all these ad networks, and there are multiple reasons for that. One of them is, let's say I launch a network and I have 100 people promoting my offers on my network, and I give them permission to advertise on Google AdWords or Facebook. Now what's going to happen is product is legit, there's no problem with the product, there's no problem with compliance and everything, but there are going to be people who'll try to cheat the system, who'll try to cheat Google, who'll try to cheat Facebook. As you might know, there are so many people who actually try to use coupons. They create hundreds of accounts with coupons, and they buy coupons, or they somehow get access to coupons, and they just use that. And in this way, they don't have to pay money to ad networks and stuff like that. So these kind of things, when affiliates do, when a network has hundreds and thousands of affiliates, they can't control everyone, and they can't monitor all of them. So of course, some of them will cheat and try to fraud the system. So when Google or Facebook, these networks, realize that, okay, this is happening with us, then they'll see which links are being used, and in most cases that's affiliate network links, redirect links. So that's why, to stop that, what they do is they'll basically blacklist the affiliate network link, or blacklist the advertiser link, or things like that. So that's the reason. If you're direct linking, most of times when you are direct linking, and if you use a link, you get blocked, your account gets blocked. For example, on Google, if I'm using some network, let's say Max Mountain link, if I put that on Google and start launching campaign, my account will automatically get blocked within few hours, and that's the reason, because those kind of network links are blacklisted. So now, how to get away with it? The best thing, in my opinion, is to work directly with there are two reasons, two ways actually. Number one is to ask your affiliate network if they can give you a clean tracking link. Some networks actually can do that. They give you custom tracking link which you can use, which are not banned or things like that, but still there are a few problems. Like, and now ad networks, most of them require you not to have any redirect links or stuff like that. They want you to use same link, same domain link, which you are advertising from, they want users to land on the same link. They don't want redirects or stuff like that. But just in case, if you can get away with these kind of things. But best thing is, in my opinion, is to in such cases, if you have a good if you have found some good products, some good brand, and you really want to promote it, you see market for it, and you really feel like, have this positive feeling, okay, I can do this. The best thing is to reach out to that company, that brand, and ask them if they have any direct affiliate program. You'll be surprised how many companies actually do have an affiliate program where hardly people notice or things like that. So you can go sign up with them and then promote through them. In these cases, the thing is, affiliate networks are mostly happy to work with you. The reason, those brands or the websites are already their clients, and in some cases they are one of their biggest clients. For example, here in UAE, I'm working with a few companies directly, and I know for the fact that they are one of their biggest clients in the region. So the ad networks are really happy to work with me, and they never have any problems and things like that. So that's one way you can get away with this thing. And even if a brand or the company doesn't have an affiliate program, what you can do is you can sign a contract with them, set up tracking, some sort of tracking, and get going with them. If they don't have an affiliate tracking platform or affiliate program, just ask them if there is any possibility I can work with you based on commission or sales, because every business wants sales and they'll be happy to work with you. The downside is, in some cases, these days it's improving, but in some cases still, advertisers pay like 30 or they don't pay exactly like affiliate networks. They'll pay you based on sales and things. That's the downside of it, but normally, in my opinion, it works out well, as you can really promote them on the mainstream networks, and sometimes it can end up really profitable for you, especially when they have like when I work with brands, I work really close with their marketing team. I ask them for resources, I ask them for whatever I need in case if I need help. Sometimes even I ask them for their promotional videos and stuff like that. So that really helps me out. I get all the creatives, I know what's working best for them, so I work with them. If they have these days I'm really working with the e-commerce companies. So what I do is I reach them out if they have any special promotions going on and things. So that really helps me to entice customers, attract customers more for them, and that helps me to increase my revenue and helps the brands or the companies to increase their revenues. And another thing is you could create funnels. That's another topic for another day. I'll talk about in upcoming videos. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, was about working directly with the brands that could end up really well for you. There are a bit downsides, like sometimes their payouts are late and stuff like that. But if you have good traffic volume, if you prove yourself to them, that prove your value to them, show them you can do stuff for them, and give them some good business, they'll be really happy to give you concession based on that. And the main thing is communication. Even if there is payout problems, like they pay after 30 days or 60 days, if you reach them out, if you try to figure something out, you can easily do that. Always try to make sure that you reach out and you ask first, because sometimes we assume things ourselves. Okay, here they have written in terms, they won't do it. But actually, if you ask people, if you be nice to them and socialize with them, you can actually break this barrier and get things working. So let me know what you guys think in comments below, and see you till next video. Bye bye.